Hello everyone, my name's Construct and we play Goat format Yu-Gi-Oh! Welcome back to Fun Deck Frequence. Let's roll the spice dice, brew something crazy, and take it to the Dueling Book Ladder. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to cook. So nothing more to add, let's get to the deck. Welcome back in the kitchen everyone, it's been a while. We are back with some beasts, with some aggression, with some earth, with everything that is aggression and fun. We have some beast return today. So first of all, in the corner we have a pretty cool old card in my opinion. I think it's Green Phantom King. I think that they took the artwork way too early. This could be a very good and cool card, but it's just a super bad vanilla monster from the past, unfortunately. But I really like the artwork. I think it's Earth, and I think it's fitting pretty good here. So welcome to the deck constructor. Welcome to the deck constructor. Is what I wanted to say. But let's get through the deck. We have beast types, we have Earth, and we have aggression. Then we have some banish stuff with the bazoo. And of course, if you banish something, we can have a use of return from the different dimension. So I really like that surprise moments when you flip up this card and just win. But let's go through the deck step by step. We have 3 Enraged Battle Oxes. Man, this card was always also in my schoolyard deck because I think it's from... Is it Legacy of Darkness or Dark Crisis or even Invasion of Chaos? I'm not sure right now, but around that time. And I drew it from the booster pack. I mean, it's a rare, I think, but always had it in my deck and just love the card because it's like the old Battle Ox, just in better. If you don't know what it does, by the way, if you have a Beast Warrior, Winged Beast, or a Beast Monster, they all do piercing battle damage. So this can be so huge. Like, Control will have problems against this deck with this card. So of course we play 3 of those. We have the 3 bazoos. You just banish some stuff, get this one boosted, and have monsters in the Banish Zone. We have the Unga Bunga power with Berserk Gorilla. Just go in, do damage. I know this one won't get over Spy, but I think that's fine. Since we play stuff like Gaia power to boost even more. So they will get over them, like kind of everything that's over 1600 or 1600 will get over Spy. Since we play a lot of Earths, we have 2 Gigantes. I think 3 would be too much, but you could also play 3. But I think 2 is fine. And we have, of course, 2 Giant Rats to fuel the graveyards, and to special summon stuff like Exiled Force or Lily from deck. This is like the Earth package we have here. Of course, if we play Beasts or Winged Beasts or Beast Warriors, we have to play 1 at least Manticore of Darkness. It's not the best here since we just play 1 and not 2 and can't have a loop with like out of save return like we had in the creator video. You should really check that out. I will link it here. But if this one gets to grave, like from a discard or from the field, we can just discard 1 Winged Beast, Beast or Beast Warrior monster to get this back in the end phase. So pretty cool. And look at the card, it's just amazing, so we have to play it here. That is like the Beast and Earth package. We have a Tribe and a Breaker to close up the monsters. Then for the spells, of course, we play Trinity. We have Pot, Grace, and Duo. Like I said, we play 2 Gaia powers because we just want to boost our powers. That's why we play these: Nox, MST, Heavy Storm, the good stuff. We have 2 Megamorphs, which I think is pretty cool because we also play Solemn Judgment to like protect our Gaia powers, to get our attacks through. Like I said, we have pretty high aggression. And I think with the Megamorph, this is a cool synergy with the Solemn Judgment. I'm sorry, I forgot again to go to Goat format. You could play Dust Tornado in the main, but with the Megamorph, I think this is pretty cool. Normal traps, and like I said, the 2 return from the different dimension. So this is the main deck. For the side, we have Cyberjar, of course, against Reasoning Gate, or for random side ins, because we have so many level 4s we can special summon. So this could make a huge move on like our turn if we can flip it, or pretty good against like stuff like OTK decks. And I added a Morphing Jar number 2 because this is kind of an auto win against Reasoning Gate. Also, if it gets flipped up, all monsters on the field go to deck, and then like you activate monsters and summon the level 4s of them, so they won't really have something except maybe like Sacred Crane, and we will have a lot of level 4s. So This could be huge. Really wanted to have it here in the deck. King Tiger Wango is just amazing here. We have 3 of those. Since it's a beast, it's an earth, so even more synergy than an earth aggro. We have Amazoness Archer. It's searchable by red and just amazing against burn. And this like sucks against burn with like paying life points with the return. I forgot to mention, of course, we have synergy with the Megamorph and the return since we pay half of our life points. That's like a very, very cool combo in my opinion, but it's super, super bad against burn. That's why we have also 3 Dust Tornadoes in the side. We can switch them out with the Solemn. I think we even cut the return. Maybe we leave in 1, but I don't think so. That's why we have like these and King Tiger Wango against burn and a Cypher Soldier. Very good against warriors, but also very good against burn since it can go under the Floodgates. We have 2 Sakuretsus, we have 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, really like the card, wanted to have it in here. We have 1 Ceasefire and 1 Kaiku against the Turbo matchups. And guys, this is the deck. Let's have some Beast Power, Beast Down, Anga Bunga fun. We have some replays here and then have some real matches. So the first replay is some time ago, so as always, I know I say that every time, but I don't remember anything. We're playing against X23S, and I chose the Earth aggro, or like the Earth layout for this video, and I added a little gaff, or like Goblin Attack Force here on the side. Really like it, think it's pretty cool. It rounds up the Earth layout pretty good in my opinion. But let's hop into the replay. We are starting. Have a decent hand. Love to see the red. Very good opening, especially with like the MST. We could also set the Mirror Force, but I think MST is enough here. So looks like we are playing against some Buster Blader, maybe Fusion Gate, spicy stuff. Super cool. They have a Pot of Greed. Card of Safe Return. So we are super spicy here. Oh, I remember. Wait. Let's pause. Centrifugal? I don't know. Let me know. Nuggets, that's on you. Centrifugal Field. When a fusion monster is destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, its owner targets 1 fusion material monster in their graveyard that is listed on that fusion monster. That player special summons that target. Man, the synergy. The synergy. Awesome. So we got the spies here. Very experienced player. That was pretty early in the new season. I think it was the 2nd match of the season. And I just wanted to test like the Beast deck. And just ran into this, so it's just so awesome. So cool for the content, but also so fun to play against. Love to see it. Dark Paladin. We just had the video last week of it, like when I record this. Of course, it's later than when it's uploaded. So they can negate spells now. I think we can just go into Exiled Force. And hopefully it will stay. We could also think about to go into the other rat. And try to crash into the Dark Paladin to avoid maybe a like Snatch Steal in main phase 2. This could be a play from the opponent, so... But I think we just... Yeah, okay. I thought like... We get the other rat since we also have Tribe Infecting Virus. And you see, I even... I think I asked them for the Decklist in the end, because this is so cool with the Defusion. Ollie, you said it once, you had it in one of the decks we played. You can get so much damage in plus, and here I was so glad I didn't get Exiled Force. So I kind of played around Defusion. I knew it. So they attack into the other rat. Unfortunately, we just have 2. But I think here, I think we have to get Exiled Force, since Lily is already in hand. Man, they even got a plus with the Card of Safe Return. This is so cool. Yeah, I decided I'd rather have 1,000 less damage and thin the deck. They set a monster. Damn, what a turn. So we have an MST. We got the... Yeah, even write it. Well, we have the Tribe, which is pretty good. We have the Mirror Force. We could also boost like a Bazoo, but I think here Tribe is the one answer we have. I think we get rid of Lily and the Gorilla. Then we have even more like Banish stuff for the Bazoo next turn. This is a Warrior, this is Spellcaster. And then we just attack. It's a Moth, so they can recycle maybe a Pot of Greed. Yep. We definitely set the Mirror Force and let's see. In a deck like theirs, the steam is out, usually. But from my experience when I did the videos and everything, they're so lucky and have instantly another fusion. So like this is polymerization and like the two materials. We have lucky, like I'm glad we have the MST against the Prima. They have an upstart, they play it around Dust Shoot, which is pretty good for them. We don't play it, but better be safe than sorry. They even play Fusion Sage, so they get a polymerization from deck, but nothing more. Like I said, in a combo deck like this, if you got out like your Dark Paladin and such, usually if the opponent gets rid of it, it's pretty hard to get a comeback. So we have Bazoo. We summon... Yeah, we banish 3 monsters to get it boosted to 2500. We have a return and a Mirror Force, so this looks pretty good. I think Heavy Storm would be a big punish here. But I think we definitely set the return. One argument for Dust Tornado in the main would be that you can like set up your return in your opponent's turn. If you play Dust Tornado, set your return and have it live in your turn. But I think Solemn is better here. Damn. Time Wizard. Look at this. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. This is like X23S is a content machine. So, unfortunately, Return isn't live anymore, but we are set up pretty good with the traps. We keep the Nobleman in hand. Let's see what they can do. They attack with the Time Wizard. We don't really care. So now we have the Gorilla and maybe have a final push with the Return. They shouldn't place so many traps. So we attack or even try. If they have a Mirror Force now, okay. I think we go for lethal. Okay, we played the safe route. We have the Mirror Force for protection. Snatch, we don't care so much. I think we play Mirror Force here. Hopefully we get a monster, Snatch. So now we have to decide if we play Return or not. I think we should go for it. Okay. Well, yeah, you can argue we are healthy enough to wait one more turn. So now we know they have a Polymerization and now a Buster Blader, so this could be Dark Paladin. Another set back row. Nothing more. We just need to draw one monster. Unfortunately, if we would play Return here, Ring wouldn't be... Like, Ring would just be a draw. With the Ring, yeah. So this could mean they have game. We would just have to survive this turn. They got it. Well, they had enough time. We drew pretty bad. And I think I remember right. They even have game now with the diffusion. It's so cool. I like to lose against this. So that's game. GG. They win game 1. Let's get into game 2. So early Gigantes, but it's not the biggest problem. I decided to set the Berserk Gorilla to avoid a snatch. And if they go like all in, we have the Torrential, have Banish Fodder for Gigantes. They draw pretty good. Serpent. I think like the game, like the match against this person, against this deck, was kind of right after I finished my Dark Paladin video. And so it was like, damn, I want to do that deck, but I just did a Dark Paladin video, so... But maybe we will do this on the channel. Let me know in the comments if we should try this deck with the Diffusion. It's just so cool. Look at this. Dark Paladin. I think we will definitely Torrential here. Not really a reason not to, if you ask me. I know... Oh no, we waited, because maybe if they activate Diffusion, then this Torrential would be huge. Okay. It did not. Return. We have the Lily to get over it. Yep. I really want to have a use of the Lily as long as we have enough life. We can always activate a Return or a Solemn. I think we should go all in here with the Gigantes. Okay. There comes the Diffusion. And now we can have a use of the Torrential. Perfect. You should always ask when they want to activate the Diffusion to just avoid any misunderstandings, but I think it was pretty clear here. I wanted to summon the Gigantes in main phase 2, because if they attack over it, we can get rid of the Centrifugal Field. That was the first time I saw this card. Love it. Love it. So to set a monster, we have one card to banish with the Bazoo, which we do definitely to fuel the Banish Zone. Boost it up to 1900 and get in. It's the Serp. And attack with the Gigantes. I think we set the return. If they attack over Gigantes, it wouldn't be the biggest problem. We have a Snatch to steal the boss monster they would summon to get over the Gigantes. Okay, they have a Prima. Pretty good. Get back Buster Blader. Get a plus. Or you get a plus with card of safe return if you draw 2 cards with it, so not really a plus, but it's... Yeah. I'm saying one of the coolest decks I've seen in a while. That's so cool. Like, fusion decks in general are super cool, but with these combos, amazing. Just amazing. So they attack over the Bazoo, of course, because they want to avoid the back row removal effect of Gigantes. So we draw into Bottomless. That could be good here. We banish with Bazoo. We could have game here. Could have game here. Is this right? I think so. Not sure. We snatch the Buster Blader. I think we attack... It doesn't really matter. I think we attack with the Buster Blader, maybe. Okay, we use Bazoo. They have a Night Assailant. Get rid of the Gigantes. And I think with the Buster Blader and the return, we have game, definitely. There it goes. Return action. GG. That was game 2. Man, what a cool match. What a cool match. That's why I love the replays for, like, my videos, because if I just play and test the deck and run into a deck like this, it would be such a pity if we don't have it on a video. And I know real matches are more fun for you guys, but I really enjoy also this, and it is kind of live because I don't remember, and I really try to say what I think, what I would do, so it's as close as possible to a real match. I don't want to just get over it and say, yeah, let's see what we do, let's see what we decide, whatever. I really want to have my thoughts and everything in the replays. So definitely Duo first. Duo is a pretty harsh card against like combo decks like these. Yeah, I think, yeah, I remember right. After this, they just scooped, unfortunately. But game 1 and 2, crazy. So they had nothing really. They had Royal Decree, of course, pretty good. But they needed more material stuff, and they just scooped. So that was replay number 1. Just hilarious deck from the opponent. We won since we had the duo, and they scooped. But we have another replay to show you guys, and then have some real matches. Alright, replay number 2. I changed the light to the orange-red light. I think it fits better for the Beastdown theme. So playing against Valku Man. Welcome to the video, starting with Duo. Love to see it. Hitting our Enraged Battle Ox, I think here we can get rid of neither the Gaia Power or maybe the Solemn. Pretty early Solemn, but I think, yeah, Gaia Power is like not so important. Those field spells like Yumiruka and such are more like a little special, if you ask me. So we get shooted. We don't care. No monster in hand. I think we definitely hit the grace. Okay. We decided to... we wanted to play around Dust Shoot, I think. So... I think we can get rid of Berserk Gorilla. And maybe even the Bazoo to get it back with Call. And to have a use of the Solemn and the Snatch. Yeah. Okay, I think we decided to set everything before we make the call play. To have the Solemn live. So, Donzaluk gets flipped up, tries to get in. I think we can even eat the attack, or we activate, yeah. Okay, I decided to use the MST to snipe maybe a Solemn. Then we activate Call to get back, I assume, Bazoo. I think that's the best here, yeah. Alright. So Storm is not the best here. We could, of course, play Storm to get a Solemn out. That would be super, super dangerous. Nah, I think they wouldn't Solemn, right? Not sure. But I think we just attack and maybe keep the Snatch for later. We're still at full life. We decided to Snatch now. Banish. Pump up the Bazoo and attack. We get a Solemn for maybe a Mirror Force, but it seems like they let it through. I don't think we activate Dawn's effect. Alright. Could be worse. We should have set the Storm, I think. Well, Duo's gone, so... Snatch the Bazoo. I think we have to Solemn this. Well, we got the Storm. Robin Goblin. Damn, totally forgot about that. Yeah, we have to keep the storm, actually. I think that's the only time a Robin Goblin got solemned ever. I mixed something up here. Time Seal. So we get 1,000 back. And I think here we just storm. Everything is reset. Alrighty. Pretty even on life points, on cards in hand. Well, Manticore is not doing so much here, unfortunately. Graceful from the opponent. Discarding Mirror Force and Compulse, and a Blade Knight coming down. Alright. Close one. That's not doing it, unfortunately. Of course, it has brick potential. We play a lot of monsters, so it should be fine, usually. They have another monster, they win. They don't have another one, so... One last chance here. Breaker. Breaker could be huge with the Megamorph. Let's see. Breaker coming down. No Solemn, as it seems. Definitely use the effect on a call. That's a good hit. Mirror Force is gone. Breaker is pumped to 3,200. Like to see it. Like to see it. Alright, alright. Okay, just a set monster. And Rage Battleox. Yeah, I think Torrential's gone, Mirror Force is gone, we don't have to fear anything. Damn. Didn't think we get this. Didn't think we get this. Pretty cool. Of course, I forgot everything. It's been a while since I played these two matches. So looks like kind of a Gumo Sumo deck, or like Time Seal, Warrior, whatever. We have a decent hand. Like to see Pot of Greed, of course. MST. Valcoman has a thing here. Okay, DD Assailant, and I think some back rows. 2 of them. Gigantis. Alrighty, no shoot. So definitely hit the pot. Into Ring and Prima. So, we really want to see our guys in grave, not banished. So I think we could summon Red, set MST and Ring, and use Ring on the Assailant. We could also like attack with Berserk Gorilla to trade, but I like this play more. Maybe they have a Dust Tornado. Unfortunately, they hit the Ring, but we could at least have a use of the Red. We decided to set it. They have a Breaker. Glad we can chain the MST. Time Seal, alright. So I think we search another Rat of this attack. And I think the only target left is actually Exiled Force and Lily. We could think about Lily, but I think Exiled Force is the better choice here. Especially since we have the Premature and can get it back after using the effect. So Gigantis is live. Berserk Gorilla, I think, yeah, Exiled Force on the Assailant. Summoning Berserk Gorilla, and I think we just go in. I wouldn't overextend, but we have the Prima, so we could do that. We could do that. But I think, yeah, we decided to, just to try to get over the Breaker. Alright, nothing more. So Blade Knight coming down, maybe they trade, they don't, okay. Okay, now we could think about summon Gigantis attack into the Blade Knight to get rid of their back rows. But is it worth it? Well, it's a 1 for 2. But I think it's better to... Well, we could also try to banish 2 with the Bazoo. So it gets to 2200. Would get over the Blade Knight. I think that's the better play. We could also still like summon Gigantis, depending on how risky we want to be here. Could also just trade, but I think we should do something. What tells us? I'm not sure what it tells us that they didn't attack with the Blade Knight. I think they don't have any protection. So, or they have something like Mirror Force because they want us to attack. So yeah, so I decided we attack because they have to have something. In every other case, I think they would have traded. So I think now we will summon Bazoo and use the effect. Or get back something, that's fine too. So get back Gorilla. Okay. I don't see that play so much, to be honest. Ah, well, we summoned Gorilla this turn, so we couldn't normal summon Bazoo, that's why. And I didn't want to just, like, tribute Gigantis. So we'd have a DD Warrior Lady. We don't care so much about it, I think, so they trade with the Gorilla. That's fine. And 2k getting in from the BK. So we have Bazoo live now with a Solemn, which is pretty cool. We can totally overextend with the Gigantis also. Torrential would be the only punish here, but we have a Solemn face down. Okay, so I think we banish 2 rats, and then banish the Exiled Force for Gigantis. To get as much damage in as possible. Nice. Compulse, yeah, we have to summon this. We need to have the board presence here. Get in with Gigantis. So Snatch could be a punish. Well, not the biggest punish because we would get back our Bazoo right after the attack. Rhoda into Blade Knight. Yeah. Well, good thing is Bazoo we can pump up Bazoo next turn. Ah, that's a tricky one. Just have one monster in grave. And a return. There it is. There it is. Very nice. So we could crash Bazoo, like one Bazoo into Blade Knight. Then banish 2 monsters to get Bazoo pumped as a wall and then set return. I think that is the only thing we can do here. We have more than enough return material. We were thinking pretty long here, I think. So, yeah, okay. We decided to just banish the Gigantis. Yeah, so we have more stuff in the Banish Zone for the return. I like the other play more, I think. Oh yeah, here it was like only up to 3 monsters, but unfortunately they can't do 3 again in their turn. Pretty cool. So I think yeah, the thing is we have to summon all of our banished monsters. So they can just tag into anything of them. Especially, like they can attack into the exiled force and we just die, unfortunately. So I really like to play with the Snatch. I think if we would have done the other play with the attacking Bazoo, pumping it up, nah, it would have been even worse. So no chance here. Ah, we can summon it in defense. Didn't think of that. Didn't think of that. Okay, it's not over yet, but looks pretty bad. Looks pretty bad. Okay, they just end the turn and we lose. Okay. GG. Going into game 3. Pretty cool match. Really like that last turn from them. Got them the well played, of course. Pretty early return. I have the feeling in every return deck I play, I at least draw return one time. Like, one time in turn 1. I think that's an easy red. Set red, set... Yeah, okay. I didn't want to set everything because I want to have maybe discard fodder for the tribe. So I think that's fine. We could think about Solemn the Graceful. I think we do it. Yeah. I think we won't really have a better use of the Solemn. Imagine they have a Breaker or anything. That would be such a shame. So, yep, they use Exiled Force. Set 2 back row. Pass the turn. Unfortunately, we get shooted. But we don't care so much. I think they take the Gorilla. Or Tribe. Yeah. I think I would have taken the Gorilla too. So I think we just summon Tribe and go in. Nothing really more we can do here. Or we just bring back the rat. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. Not wasting the Tribe. Get in, set Dust Tornado, pass the turn. I think that's fine. I don't think I would have left in a Trap Dust Shoot if I were them. But did something here. They have a Smashing Ground against the rat. Blade Knight coming in. We are almost dead right now. So another Dust Tornado. I think we activate Dust Tornado here for sure. It's a Solemn, so now we summon Tribe, use the effect from discarding return, get in, and pray. Just pray. Glad we didn't set it, because now we had the discard fodder. You should always think about something like this. Not always like autopilot, set everything with the Solemn. I think that's not the play every time. They have a Rhoda, so I think for another BK. Be the Assailant. Okay, even worse. Let's see. Super close one. So top deck War. Dust Tornado for the set one. Breaker. Okay, at least we can trade. At least that. Damn. That's the game state we both want to have usually. No monster from both sides. We have a Solemn, so we can Solemn any monster they summon. Here comes the Ox. You could argue that we should have sided it out. But we didn't. I remember we didn't have so much stuff to side out here, to be honest. I think we are so low. Okay, I decided to let it go. Because I'd rather Solemn a monster they summon. Because most of them are bigger than the Ox, I think. So now comes Bazoo. We will definitely banish at least 2 of them. I think we just banish 2 of them to keep 1 Earth Engrave if we draw Gigantis. So Tribe, Rat. Yeah, that's better. Get in. Can we get this? Wonder what this is. Face down. Maybe a dead dust shoot. That could be a possibility. Torrential. It's a good backup plan. So this pursues a 2-turn clock. Alright, alright. Can we have this? Storm. That's never a good sign. It's a dead duo. Alright. So I think the set one is, I don't know, Saku. Yeah, Saku, Widespread Ruin, whatever. Well, Torrential's not gone, so I think we just attack, definitely. Ah, damn. Damn. Well, definitely the right decision to activate the Storm to maybe, I don't know, let me think this is a real card. But we even had a return last game, just as a defense and not really doing something, but at least we could have activated it. Well, won this match, pretty cool. But that's enough for the replays, folks. Let's have some real matches. Alright, let's get some beast beats in. Rock would fit the topic of aggression. Come on, Rich 9310. There we go. Winning RPS. Have fun, opponent. Let's see. There it is. Return. Always turn one. Always. So, I think we just summon the rat. I think we even set the return. As a bait, to have something on field. The rest is pretty proactive, like if they said something we have to knock, if they have a DD Assailant we have to snatch. So, that's fine. I think we just summon another rat to fuel the grave. Or Lily. Well, Lily could be huge. This game with Megamorph? No. I think... Let's get another rat. I think that's better here. Let's see how many spell traps they have. Just one, alright. Dust shoot, we don't care so much. You should always wait till like standby phase. So yeah, perfect. Let's duo. So another aggro deck, looks like Earth. Yeah, definitely. I think we could have a use of the Megamorph now, but I think that's better for later. Let's snatch the Assailant for sure. And get in. Assailant or DD Warrior Lady are like the best targets for Snatch. I know that when I played Earth, and I played it a lot. Hate to see it. Like turn 1 DD Assailant and then Snatch. It's just... You have to invest so many resources and everything to get rid of it. Of course, the best thing would be like Dust Tornado or MST. But often you had like a Rhoda into like Exiled Force just to get rid of your own monster. So you had to invest like... It's a 1 for 3, if you know what I mean. Tribe's fine. Cold Wave. So it's a Cold Wave Earth aggro. That's what I mean. They have like the Tribe, the discard, and that's like... You don't want to do that, usually. Alrighty, so... Although it looks pretty bad for us. Let's see. Mirror Force. Excellent. Yeah, why should we set them all? The only punish would be breaker. I think here we set the knock and the mirror force to at least have the chance of let the mirror force survive. Yeah, perfect. Perfecto. Okay. All right. I think... Should we... No. I was just thinking, should we use Megamorph now? But I think we use it next turn. Because it will still be active next turn if the Berserk Gorilla survives. And then we would have game. Awesome. Let's see. That would be a cool game shot. Damn. Well, that Snatch hurts in this situation. If they have another monster, they have... Alright. Unfortunate. So we have Cold Wave, Earth... GG? I think... We don't need the Nox. Battle Ox is pretty small. I like those. I think I would even prefer the Dust Tornadoes. Well, Gaia Power gets out of the deck immediately. I think Cyberjar could be cool. Anything else we don't want? I think Megamorph is pretty good. Let's get out the Manticore. No, we don't get it out. I don't like Lily so much here because we'll get a lot of damage anyways. Let's get out one Ox. Let's get out the Oxes in general and get in the Wangoos instead. I think that's better. Because they won't summon in defense so much, and Wango can be good against, like, I don't know, their Exiled Force, some stuff. Maybe they play Rats too, so I think that's better. Alrighty, Pot of Greed, love to see it. Alright, that is a summoning Berserk Gorilla. Set everything. Do we even do that? Don't think so. Let's summon Berserk Gorilla. Set ring. Nah, that's it, everything. So we play around Duo. And if they have Storm, we have the Solemn. That's fine. They shouldn't play Solemn themselves, I think. MST. The Ring. We could think about... Nah, won't use it on our Gorilla. Definitely. There it goes. We have to call... There's the rat, so glad we sided in the Wangoos. I think... Do we care so much? Nah. Let's use Berserk Gorilla on the attack. I think that's better. I want to keep the Torrential. I don't care so much, to be honest, about anything they will summon with the rat, so let's just get in. We have to attack anyways. Mirror Force is fine. Glad to see that go. So now we will banish Gorilla or Gigantis, so we can have a use of the return. Set the Prima, I think. Yeah. That's the turn. Maybe they have a Dust Tornado. That's fine. Graveyard is empty anyways, and it's not the best here, so let's see. This can be a tricky one. Maybe to get Lily. Thing is, we can't use Torrential here, unfortunately, and we can't use Solemn. Damn, that's bad. 1500. This should be over. Summon Gorilla. It's a Reaper, alright. Alright, another Gigantus. They get pretty low. And Tribe. And Braincon, sure. Sure. So no chance here. I don't know if the matchup is actually so bad. It's kind of unfortunate with our Gigantes. But maybe I should have see that coming with the Lily. I should have torrentialed maybe the Rat. That was on me, I think. Well, didn't get that one. Let's try to get another one, so see you next duel. Hopefully, more luck this time. Alright, Rock is it again. Against Veil, Riot. Have fun. Let's see. Okay, got the Manticore. Pretty cool. Oh, someone is tilting, I think. Let's see. Yeah, we summoned the Berserk Gorilla. Set the MST and pass the turn. Let's see. That's fine. Well, if you have the profile picture, the Grace, you should have Grace turn 1. Alright. Double Night Assailant. Love to see it. I wanna MST now, in case they have maybe, I don't know, anything to tribute. Well, they didn't have Thunder Dragon, but I think yeah, let's activate Pot. Storm and return. Well, this should be Night Assailant, I think. We definitely don't storm here. Let's just get in. Ape power. Okay, so it looks like control. So this could be scapegoats. Let's pro set heavy. Pass the turn. So they have 2 Night Assailants in hand. Alright. Gaia power. I think I still don't want to storm here. Let's just get in. This should be Night Assailant, yep. Well, we're at full life. So I don't think we have to fear anything right now. If they have a Kaiku, that would be pretty bad. But we don't have a defense for the Gigantus, so I think we just pass. I don't know, one half Gigantus like... Oh! Like backfire again. So this should be like kind of a ectoplasma control stuff. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Alright, glad we didn't activate the storm. If you didn't check out my ectoplasma control video, I will link it right here, so you should definitely check it out. Let's see, I think we storm first. Yeah. They will get out some scapegoats, I think. Okay, meta, torrential, damn. Okay, okay. So now we graceful. Hopefully we can have a use of the Manticore. Okay, we got a Berserk Gorilla. Could we have game here? Berserk Gorilla with the Megamorph is 4,000. Gigantes is 3,800. And Gaia Power boosts them up again for 1,000. Yeah, that should be enough. Awesome. So let's not give them more information. If they... Damn, I miscalculated. I think this is 4. Well, I know it's 2,500, it's 5,000. So it's 25. Yeah. Now we... now it's at 2,500. I think now we set the return. Pass the turn. Yeah, I wouldn't have discarded them. Damn. Let's see if we can win. Anyways. Wait, is this meant... They have to summon the Maelstol. So they can't banish for Dark Necrophere. Alright, so this is 350. Maybe we can have a game shot with... We discarded pretty bad. Knock would be great here. Need to see it. So Gigant... Nah, it's not boosted. It's not boosted with the Megamorph. Yeah, nothing we can do except this. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately I forgot that after the first attack with one, like, neither Berserk or Gigantes, both attacks would be halved, unfortunately. Here we will eat the attacks. Maybe we can have a use of the Megamorph. So now we are lower. Berserk Gorilla would be game. Oh damn, please don't set any back row. Okay. Okay. Let's see. So we summon Bazoo. Torrential is gone. Yeah, let's summon Bazoo. Use the effect. To get it pumped to 2,200. We use the Megamorph now on him. And he's 2700 with the Gaia power. Use Megamorph. So it's 5400. Well, I misplayed pretty hard, but we got it. We got it. We definitely want the Wangoose. I think we want the Kaiku. I even like the Bottomless or the Saku. I like the Saku. I don't like the Gaia power. They have pretty small monsters. We could have some combos with the Manticore. That would be funny. Well, Enraged Battleox. MVP. Do we need the Megamorph? I think so. I don't see rats so much, especially with the Wangoose. Let's also get out Lily. We have not to side out more. Yeah, one more. Let's get out one return. I think that should be fine. We even would have won if they had like Mirror Force. We could have flipped the return after it. Amazing. I think now retrospective, after some games, maybe one return would be better. But like with the Solemns and everything, the Megamorph gets better with 2 returns. But I think 1 return is maybe better. Let me know in the comments what you think. So, let's see. Alright. We have a knock. Pretty good. So we summon our big monkey. Use knock. It's a tomato. Alright. It's a plant, right? Yeah. Let's try to get in. There are the goats. Okay. Any Enraged Battleox, please. I think we will set one Megamorph to maybe bait out something. They really should ask if it's okay. So discarding one scapegoat. And swords. Okay, so they should have more than enough defense. Okay, that's a big tear. Well, we got some answers. Ectoplasma, yep. Did they summon? No. Alright. There's the Saku. Great. I think we set the bazoo. And set the rest. Yeah. So the doll comes back. Unfortunately, the doll gets over the bazoo. That was maybe a misplay. But it would have been gone with the ectoplasma anyways, so I think it's fine. Maybe we should even get rid of rid of the doll instead of the tear. We care so much. Yeah. I think they just wanted to get out a solemn, maybe. Okay. That's not bad. Not attacking. Well, nothing we can do. Yeah. We don't care about the duo. Yeah, with that deck you really should play the slow game. They do it just right. Gorilla. Summon Gorilla. At least we can have some fun. Unfortunately, two Megamorphs don't do the job. They just act like as one. So maybe, at least we can do 2000 damage. Ah. Well, we don't really care. This one is done. So here you see some pretty cool ectoplasma action. Breaker. This could change some stuff, actually. Let's see. At least the ectoplasma, but nothing more. But this is over, definitely. So finally the attack. We have to use the Saku. So okay. Terra's gone. Bazoo is more than life. I think, well, all traps are still there, but we have to do something. Do we even boost it? Yeah, why not? Let's do one. Attack into the doll. Okay. Nothing we can do here. Let's set the solemn. Pass. Yeah, that's fine. We have to keep the solemn. Maybe they tribute summon or so. I don't know, but that is game. GG. Okay, glad we can start the turn. I think I like those tornadoes more than the solemns. Let's get out the Megamorph. Let's get in Cyberjar and Bottomless. Yeah. Let's try this. Let's try this. Cyberjar, always good. So there's the Battle Ox. Let's summon Bazoo, set MST, set one Sakuretsu, pass the turn. Yeah. Just hit the think button to maybe play some mind games. Who knows? I think they started with Grace like every game. Well, at least this one and last game. Don't know about game 1. Damn. Okay. Sangan is fine. Creature swap. Should we let this through? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this is bad. So now I have the Sinister. Can get over it with the Battle Ox. 2 back rows. Wish this was one. Let's hit the first one. Mostly first one escapes. Yep. Scapegoats wouldn't be that bad actually here. Yeah, let's try to get over with the Ox. Geki break. Let's just play into Storm. I'd rather lose to Storm than lose both cards for a duo. Do they have the Dark Necrophere is the question. So I think we use the new Saku. Because we didn't activate this one, so they still think it's like dead. This could be Sinister. Could also be Moth. Oh, we have a knock. Let's use knock first. Okay. It's a Night Assailant. We should have summoned Exiled Force before. I think I want to summon it since we have the Sakuretsu. Set the call. Pass the turn. In my dream world, I would like to keep the call for a Ox in the future against some scapegoats. Alright, now comes the Necrophere. It's fine. So, if this gets destroyed, that's fine. Let's use Sakuretsu. Love to see the card. Dark Necrophere is so cool. So, they have our Exiled Force. Let's see what we draw. Pot. Not bad, not bad. Storm. Huh. So if we Storm, we get back the Exiled Force, but lose the call. If we Tribe, or if we bring back something with call, they still keep the monster. I think we Storm. They can't they can't chain scapegoats. I think that's better. Yeah. If this is Serpent, I don't care. I do not care. Okay. Okay, okay. What? No way. No. That would be crazy. Imagine this would be like 2500 or so, would be so much better. So I think this should be Serpent. So let's get in with the tribe. And the Unga Bunga gorilla. I think I want to keep the tribe, definitely. Let's see, there's a chance. There is a chance. Okay. Dust Tornado. I think we have to attack. Yeah. I don't want to have them. I don't want them to have a normal summon next turn. Like an extra normal summon. Let's set the Dust Tornado. End the turn. They're down to 1600. This could be... This is possible to win. If you're so low with an Ectoplasma, you can't really play aggressive. Well, not that this deck wants this, but okay. Okay. Well, Breaker dies, definitely. Doesn't matter what we do. Actually, I like the Ectoplasma here. If we don't destroy the Ectoplasma, we keep the Breaker. Let's use Breaker on the set one. We can decide later if we want to destroy... Okay, it's Scapegoat, so we definitely want to destroy the Ectoplasma. No, we don't want to destroy it. Do we want to destroy a Scapegoat? No. Let's burn him. Let's just burn him. Not so much that can happen here, to be honest. They can't summon a monster. As long as we don't summon a monster, they can just... like, yeah, attack with a serpent. We don't care. And of course, like with the Ectoplasma, we get a little bit of damage. But we just have to draw a monster. We just have to draw a monster. We will definitely use Duo. As long as Serpent is not in hand. Perfect. Man, that's so exciting. Okay. Okay. This should be fine. This should be fine. Glad to see that Orc go. This would have made a lot of damage. Another one. Alright. I still want to keep the Ectoplasma. Okay. That's fine. Premature. Perfect. Perfect. Alright. I think... yeah, let's get the Ox. That's the cooler way. That's the cooler way. GG's. Damn. That's the thing with Ectoplasma. I learned that by myself when I played it. It can go like the opposite route and you take a lot of damage, especially against like aggro decks like ours. And like with the Ox and everything, Scapegoats are pretty bad. I liked our decisions. Like keeping the Ectoplasma with the Breaker, because our win con was like burn. Man, I'm happy. I'm happy that we didn't destroy it. So I think that's the perfect moment to round the video up. I'm super happy with the deck. I think it's pretty cool. It's fun to play. It's pretty simple, but like these little decisions, when to play the return and everything, makes the deck like more interesting than like just aggro, if you ask me. Let me know in the comments what you think. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel. Would mean a lot to me. But this is it with today's video of Fun Deck Frequence. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs up. Cornstruct signing out. I wish you all a good day. See you next video.